Ordo Malleus Inquisitor Tytrona Dikaisune, Inquisitor. Tytrona Dikaisune is tall and imposing, and all who meet her feel the intense weight of her presence. She has spent several lifetimes battling the archenemy, a fact that none would deny when met with her withering gaze, though extensive rejuvenant treatments and the highest quality augmetics disguise her many scars. She seldom appears without her ornate, heavy carapace armor and the sacred weapon that symbolizes her Ordo Malleus's membership, a mighty nemesis demon hammer. Dikaisune is an experienced demon hunter of the Ordo Malleus and ranged far across the sector before her arrival in Gilead, not long before the opening of the Great Rift. She speaks little of the matter that originally brought her to Gilead, saying only that it is resolved. Although some wonder if this is true or she has unfinished business in the system, none dare question the matter further. The worthies of the system largely treat her with justified apprehension, but few would deny that her presence in the system is a blessing. After all, anyone who would deny the benefit of an Ordo Malleus Inquisitor at a time when demons walk the galaxy is surely a heretic of the worst sort. The Inquisitor's attentions are focused on the Cicatrix Maledictum and its consequences. Cut off from the support of her peers and the wider Imperium, Dikaisune cannot hope to heal this great wound in reality, only to staunch the bleeding. Few of the Imperium's warriors are prepared to combat the demonic, and yet to do so has become a necessity on an unprecedented scale. Inquisitor Dikaisune speeds from one war zone or incursion point to another, bolstering Imperial forces with her abilities and leaving what wisdom she can. In times past, Dikaisune would never countenance sharing lore so freely. Mere knowledge of the demonic was grounds for execution for most citizens. In the Gilead system, on the border of the Great Rift itself, the immediacy of the threat prohibits discretion. Tytrona Dikaisune projects an air of suspicion toward all she meets, and her actions and words usually indicate the same. She is not subtle in her scrutiny, asking pointed questions and challenging motivations. Inquisitor Dikaisune is staunchly puritanical and tolerates no deviance among her agents. Even in these desperate times, she believes that to use the tools of the enemy is to become the enemy. However, Dikaisune draws a clear line between the heretical and the merely illicit, to the chagrin of certain allies. Certain of Dikaisune's agents use prescribed combat chems, including, according to rumor, those dreaded substances believed to be the sole purview of the Officio Assassinorum. For Inquisitor Dikaisune's agents, the ends justify any means, save those that flirt with the corruption of chaos. Even long-standing allies are not immune to her probing queries. Tytrona intends for her presence to make those around her feel nervous in order to cause the guilty to slip up and reveal themselves. If the occasional innocent is so thrown by Dikaisune as to commit a damning mistake, that is a small price to pay. This air of fear is compounded by Dikaisune's very public and ongoing presence in the system. It is something that none of Gilead's leaders, even Jackal Varonius, have experience with. Most inquisitors operate in secret, revealing themselves to the local authorities only at the culmination of an investigation, if at all. Those inquisitors famed and feared for their public pogroms and expurgations rarely stay in one place long, always moving on to terrify and purify the next system or sector.